It happens with our elders, in governments, with ministers, with MPs, with fathers, with pastors, with bishops, everybody. And we have to be very careful that we don't allow, even if you have a will, a free will, you have to will your will to God. You have to communicate to God in prayer and fasting. It can be 1 minute. God will speak to you. It can be 3 minutes. God will speak to you. Then you know what to do. So if this thing is happening in some homes, in some institution, even in our nation, we have to put a stop to it.
Yes.
Because God is the God of nations. He's the God of families. He's the God of churches. So we have to put him first in everything we do. If not, we will live to pay for it. We will live to pay for it. It's very, very important. Let's listen to Prophet Hezekiah, his response. He said, Hezekiah said, in the same verse 15, the same verse 15, Hezekiah answered, they saw everything. I own. I showed them all my worth. Now, Prophet Israel.
Yes.
What do you see King Hezekiah? King Hezekiah is a type that even he is able to admit his fault.
Yes.
Because he said, I showed them
everything in my palace.
And everything I own. Now, can today's prophet, pastors, leaders of our nation be bold to face the truth, to stand for the truth, and say, I did it. Though it is wrong, I did it. In fact, I pointed it to them. I took them there. Can we have such leaders, prophet, pastors, head of state, MPs, facing the truth?
The truth, just the way it is.
Without sugarcoating it.
Okay.
And putting the blame,
shifting on others.
Okay. That it's because of this. They have a lot of explanations. Do we have such leaders, such prophets, such?
We do. There are a lot of them, a lot of them in the system, and that is the reason why time with the prophet is here to educate, to inform, and to enlighten the minds of others, including the leaders, because nobody, and I mean nobody, is above the law, and in the sight of God or in the eyes of God, all humans, all flesh are the same. There's no one above anyone. Now, the point is, if the king Hezekiah truthfully admitted that indeed he showed everything in his palace to the people, then we have to also, imitate the same, behavior. Because you see, the Bible says that Hezekiah was somebody who walked before God truthfully. He did things right in the eyes of God. These are the kind of leaders we need. The leaders who admit their fault, who will not shift blames, because leadership comes with the price. And as a leader, whenever something goes wrong, you must take responsibility and face it. That is what King Hezekiah did. He knew that where the prophet Isaiah is coming from, there's going to be something ahead. So I am willing to take responsibility. So he said, I showed them everything in my palace. These are the kind of leaders we need now. Both in the church
and in
the government.
And
everywhere. In all areas of life.
Recently, Prophet Isaiah, something happened in the seat of government where there was a musician called Meek Mill. Am I right? Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
I heard that name. I even watched the video.
That's right.
Yeah,
and then it became, news. It went viral, and people were talking. Stakeholders, those who matters in the country, start talking. Some are also against it. That is normal and all that. When we relate what happened there, because now we saw everything that. Even the interior decoration in the seat of government, everywhere.
I even saw the podium, the presidential podium
and everything.
Okay.
So relating it to what happened to King Hezekiah, what is your intake about?
A big question here And it demands or it takes divine wisdom to interpret this thing or to decode it. My intake on this issue. Okay, so in this point, or in relation to the King Hezekiah, he admitted that, when the people came, I showed them everything in my palace. When this thing happened in the country, has our president or his excellency, has it come to his notice what has happened?
Okay.
I want to know whether it has come, so that whether it is in the news.
Okay, I'm coming now.
Okay.
If you want to relate what happened to our discussion from the Bible point of view, then we have to state the truth right.
Okay. So,
now Hezekiah, Prophet Isaiah, spoke to the right man, whom he thinks in his own right sense. He allowed this thing to happen. So he spoke to him directly. And he got a direct answer.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But in our case, you and I don't know how far you've done your search or whether I don't know. But me, where I say, I don't know whether this Uli Baba, this noise and this that, we have really address it to him personally. Going there, going to his chambers and said, our daddy, the first gentleman of the Republic of Ghana, this is what we saw on social media, or in reality, it happened in the seat of government. So what do you have to say? That one, I don't know. So if it's like what we have seen and is wrong, and this shouldn't have happened in the seat of government, because it's a military apparatus. I mean, everything in our seat of government,
that is our palace.
That is our palace. That is our authority as a nation. Now, can anybody boldly, in a polite manner, without insults, going to the first gentleman of the Republic of Ghana and say that, Daddy, this is what we saw. If it is true, what do you have to say about it? Have you heard that?
I haven't heard that. Not even from the Christian Council. I haven't heard that.
So that means all the noise we are making, we have not addressed it properly to the first gentleman in the Republic of Ghana. And some are adding insult which is uncalled for, and it is not good. Still talk to me.
Okay, so in this case, if we will wait until those answers come, then we don't have anything to say for now. But if you are relating what happened in the country, McMill going there to take videos and the president opening up everything.
It's the same
thing here in the Bible, like the king Hezekiah did.
That's right.
And the prophet said that.
But even what we read in Hezekiah, second, he said, including his weapons. I don't think there's weapons.
Okay, so fine. But now we are relating whatever happened in the country, biblically, spiritually, coming in as men of God to address this issue.
But you two are a man of God.
That's what I'm saying. That coming in as men of God to address this issue without hiding or trying to stop. Being truthful. We are going to be truthful on this issue, and the mind of God, what God is saying or what God has said on this issue, we need to also let the nation know and let the country also be aware of what is ahead of us because of this issue. Now, I will say that if you are relating it, then what happened in the country, as the Bible stated, that it was wrong, and King Hezekiah foolishly opened up and showed everything in his palace to the people. Same thing happened here. Therefore, based on this verse, as a man of God, as a prophet of God, I state that then what's happening in the country is also uncalled for. It's wrong.
I agree. I like that you use uncalled for and you don't use foolishly. Like I would like I'll ask you to retract your this thing. Now, I believe that once we did not, we haven't, or I haven't heard that the matter has been addressed to the first gentleman of Republic of Ghana, our own President Akufo-Addo, then I think the nation is not fair to him.